Okay, we're in round 3, and I am going to keep this hand. 2 tap lands is a bit awkward, but it's definitely worth keeping this hand. We've got all of our lands and a couple force aways, I guess, if stuff gets squirrely early on. Okay, opponent opens with a mountain and passes. We'll open with a bivouac and pass. Black-red, no 2-drop. That helps. Alright, we can get our Highland game down this turn. The question is, would I rather do Highland game now or the Swiftwater Cliffs to set me up for morphing? I think I want the game, believe it or not. My reason being, I've got double force away, so even if I draw nothing, I just like having the board presence. I like being able to force away something if I have to for some reason, and I like that if I draw a land, I'm staying on point with a nice turn progression. And if I don't draw a land, I still get to play a tap land and leave up force away. So it all adds up to I want to play a turn 2 Highland game. All right, Highland game resolves, and we pass. And F6. No land drop. There we go. All right. Now we can really try and capitalize here. Unfortunately, not doing it at the speed at which I want, especially since I can't play the secret plans, but I'd still say we're in pretty good shape. All right, tap land, still no progression on his part, so that's good. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty brutal, so we're going to be slamming the 4/4 over the morph guy here for obvious reasons. Even though we could potentially give him haste with any land, which is definitely good. I think just, well, that is debatable, isn't it? I could theoretically just play the morph guy here, and then next turn draw a land and slam him and give him haste, but I think the risk of that I don't draw a land is high enough where I just want to make sure let's just play our dude. He's not easy to kill anyway. Plus he sets us up for a really brutal Savage Punch. Alright. Probably just going to be savagely punching that. But maybe not. Might actually be better to just swing into it. And then I think I'm going to morph my Mistweaver so I can eventually get some protection for my Knuckle Blade. I think that's better. So we're going to morph this guy, and then I can really, next turn, leave that up. If I get a land, I can leave it up plus play a 2-drop spell, which is nice. Looks like he's delving. Alright, so we got the Murderous Cutoff, which sucks because I was just a turn away from protection, but I still have some good action left. Yeah, that's actually fine. Let's secret. Well, I guess I only have one green source though. Well, in that case, let's just swing and play the Highland game. Leave up force away. Still can't leave up the hexproof. This card has not played as well for me as I really hoped that it would have. I have been really unable to leave up the hexproof every single time I play it, and then the turn I do play it, I tend to get blown out by a spell that hexproof would have paid off for. So just not playing as nicely as I would like. I mean, we're still pretty far ahead on this game, but yeah, like I can just force that at end of his turn, continue to bash in. There's a land, so now we just crash in and play a Bear's Companion, and at that point I think we're just going to win. I think we force away that. There's a monastery flock. Alright, so we got game one. He misses land drops, so that helped us quite a bit. Sideboard, I don't think so. Didn't really see anything. So let's just go for another game. Alright, unfortunately I got a mulligan this. One land with our deck's not going to do it. Well, this is a pretty awful hand too, but I think I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's an awful hand, but I just don't want to go to 5. And we're not exactly aggressive, so alright, that was a solid draw. Alright, now he's curving out. Archer's Parapet, at the very least, is not that intimidating, so that is nice. I think we are going to be morphing, but I might need to Crippling Chill if he's got a morph here. Alright, might be better to Crippling Chill, but because then it still sets me up for a Pinewalker next turn. But just Crippling Chilling a morph guy doesn't actually make sense to me, so I'm just going to morph this guy out. Might as well just swing. He should have swung there. Kind of strange that he didn't, actually. I'm not sure what that means, that he didn't swing there, but that is strange. So I guess we're just going to be Crippling Chilling something. I need some more action in my hand. I mean, I could hold it until there's a big threat I can't deal with, but this feels like a good opportunity, I guess. I'm trying to think which one's the priority. Let's go ahead and tap the new one he just played. So probably should have done that pre-combat, but that's alright. That's a good draw. Jeez. Guess we swing with the Pinewalker here. I don't think he blocks. I think if he doesn't block too. Alright. Well, now I'm definitely unmorphing. Guess he could smite the monstrous. If he attacks, I don't want to block, I don't think. Well, he doesn't want to attack, so makes it easier. Let's go ahead and swing with the Pinewalker. I'm trying to think what he unmorphs into. All of the common cycle is not that big of a deal. If it's a 5/5 trampler, I'll still make the trade since the Pinewalker already did his job. I think I'm going to go for it. He could also unmorph before he blocks, which gives me a chance to Crippling Chill. I mean, could be there's a bunch of different things it could be. All right, Ponyback Brigade is probably the least of my worries. So I'm not going to Crippling Chill. If he wants to block with everything, I think I'm okay with that. He could just chump block too to buy some time. Yeah, that makes sense too, and I'm okay with that. So let's get this guy face down. Let's get our Wetland Sandbar down there, and then we'll pass. Not going to leave up Crippling Chill this time. I'll probably trade the Sandbar for the Brigade. No attacks. Interesting. Well, we get to leave up Spell Snatcher here, which is pretty insane. Alright, so let's swing with the Pine Walker again. We've got Spell Theft. Okay, just a regen dude. Could actually Crippling Chill now, but then I can't steal his spell, so I think it actually is better for us to just let him go ahead and regen. I can't leave up my Spell Theft if I morph that down, so I think we're just going to play the patient game, find a spell we want to steal. Remember, we can steal morph guys too, which is nice. And we don't have to pay their mana cost, which means enormous morph guys are all over us. Alright, so he's not doing anything, which means now I'm going to Crippling Chill his Kintree Warden. We get to draw a card out of that, very good. Waken the Bear is also nice, okay. So I've got 8 resources at my disposal. Still just one land away from leaving up the counterspell plus, I mean, at least we're whittling down his tokens, and we still get to steal the best spell he's got. So we're in a pretty good position here. I'm going to steal the first morph guy I see just to maximize use of that. Target player shuffle scissor graveyard. Yeah, we're not going to steal that. Alright, there's our final land, so now we're sitting really pretty. We're going to get the Pine Walker in there. I'm going to get my Hexproofer guy down because I can't unmorph that guy and leave that up for a little bit, so it makes more sense to me to get the Hexproofer guy up. Still just waiting for a good spell to steal. Yeah. Alright. Sitting real pretty now. Awesome. Give him haste. Might as well play this. Swing in. How do I swing all again? There we go. Can awaken a bear here. Not sure it does anything. Just going to let it happen. He's going to take a bunch of damage. He's going to lose most of his board state. I'm going to be able to leave up my Hexproof. And even though we could awaken the bear for some damage here, I'd rather just leave up the hexproof. I think at this point we pretty much just got him. We stole an awesome spell. We've got this for hexproof. Even if he finds removal that he absolutely needs here. Well, didn't play around the rare, unfortunately, but alright. He got a Bear's Companion, a Highland Game, Misfire Weaver, my rare, which is just incredible for him to get. Remember when I played Villainous Wealth? Do you remember what it did? Nothing. That's right. Okay, so he's going to try and force away his own Loxodon, which is kind of nice, so at the very least I get value. Would have been nice to steal his Villainous Wealth. Well, you're a little bit late. It's alright. So, now I just swing with team. You can't regen either, so yeah. Let's just swing with the team. I don't think he's got good blocks here, especially with the Awaken the Bear. Alright, so we want to take out our 1,000 Winds guy. I don't have lethal, right? I'm dealing 6 to him, which takes him to 10. I have 5, 8, 9 mana, which means I can only pump this once. 6, 9, 8 plus 6, 14. I can deal 14 to him. That's not enough, so I'm going to just kill his 1,000 Winds. He is going to get to eat our 3/3, but clearing up a lot of the board. We're still ending up pretty far ahead on this one. Dealing a lot of trample. I guess he gets the Highland Game, but we're still pretty far ahead on this board. And with the Glacial Stalker, theoretically, I guess, yeah, that makes more sense. So we'll do this and we'll morph the Glacial Stalker, so we get bonus value. He's drawing, hoping to get his Villainous Wealth. Alright, so we got round 3. It would have been cool to steal his Villainous Wealth, especially since he got way more value off of it than I got in the 3 times I cast it. But we ended up winning it. We went 2-1. Pretty good. I'll see you guys for the next draft.